Nowadays, when many people think of scouting, they think of nerdy boys who love to hug trees. That may be somewhat true, but guess who's getting the ladies? Yep, you guessed it. In the fall of 2017, the Boy Scouts of America made a landmark announcement by letting female youth into their program starting in 2019. Nearly a year later, the traditionally boy-led program has seen many positive results, but there are still many questions from many supporters, volunteers, and parents. First, we'll trek through the rich history that surrounds scouting. Next, we'll scout out all the controversial issues that surrounds the BSA. And finally, we'll reach our summit on why the Boy Scouts of America accepting female youth is a great move forward. Just because we are not the same gender does not mean we should enjoy all the benefits that the Boy Scouts of America has to offer. The story of the scouting program starts with Robert Baden-Powell. Baden-Powell was an Army officer in the British Army and thought he should use some of the skills he learned and put into a manual for young boys to learn. 2 years later, Scouting for Boys was published. According to Scouts.org, the Boy Scouts of America was brought to the United States 2 years later by a man named William Boyce after he was aided by a scout in London. The Boy Scouts of America flourished since its beginning in 1910, and over 110 million people have went through its doors. But only 4% have the honor of wearing the badge of equal, and I'm proud to be a part of that 4%. Scouting not only teaches camping, survival skills, but also chivalry, leadership, and opportunities to prepare these young boys for whatever life throws at them. In fact, the motto of the BSA is be prepared. Scouts across the nation live under a 12-word code. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. While the Boy Scouts has been a great program for countless youth like myself, there's been many issues that have put them into hot water over the last few years. One issue is the acceptance of girls into Boy Scouts. While many see girls being in scouting as inclusive, others both in and out of the program feel differently, therefore weakening relationships. One relationship in question was the recent ties being cut from the Church of Latter-day Saints. Many think that they left because of the announcement of including girls, but this is highly untrue. According to a December 2019 article from apnews.com, the LDS Church found something else to suit their needs in a worldwide program of their own. It just so happened that the Latter-day Saints made the decision in the same week as girls in scouting. It caused a huge misunderstanding that people do not understand nearly 2 years later. Recently, the Girl Scouts of America has filed a lawsuit against the BSA for taking girls away from their own program and rebranding to Scouts BSA, as stated by a 2019 Forbes article. With this lawsuit and others, the BSA as a whole has had to mortgage many camps and scout offices, including the premier Philmont Scout Ranch. Because of these lawsuits, these camps may cease to exist. Money is one of the factors that led to Boy Scouts becoming co-ed. Lost revenue from lawsuits and declining membership has forced the Boy Scouts to increase their fees, as stated by an October 2019 NPR news article. By allowing females into the organization, the hope is that membership will rise and therefore keep Scouts BSA affordable. However, the most beneficial reason for the BSA opening doors to girls is to accommodate all family members. Families can have all their kids participate instead of taking their male children to Boy Scouts and their female children to Girl Scouts, therefore relieving time management issues for parents. Despite the controversy, there have been many positive results to the addition of girls. One significant result is that the Boy Scouts are continuing their mission to be inclusive. Our society has moved forward, giving girls the message they can do anything they want, and they don't have to be viewed as different. And the Boy Scouts, well, they've moved on as well. According to a 2018 Backpacker Magazine article written by Stephanie Bootser, Scout Canada's Assistant National Youth Commissioner, Caitlin Patterson, stated that Scouts Canada has been co-ed since 1993, and all Scouts are held to the same gender. She said, "That's one thing I take away from this organization, that as a girl, I don't have to be viewed as different, and I can do anything the boys can." I wanted to be able to accomplish the same goals as my peers, she said. Surprisingly, the United States is one of 13 out of 169 nations that didn't allow girls until the recent change. A few of those countries that excluded girls are Sudan, Saudi Arabia, Barbados, and Papua New Guinea. The vast majority of other countries adopted equality within Scouting already, so it was only time that the United States followed suit. Many young girls this past summer across the nation made their way to a summer camp and had a blast. At a scout camp that I personally work at near Fremont, the girls that came brought what was like a spark of life to things that many hadn't seen for a long, long time. In the merit badge classes they went to, the girls were intent, innovative, and creative. Whether riding horseback, painting, or climbing the tower, they found unique solutions and ideas to many real-life situations better than most of the guys had in previous weeks. One young girl I had the pleasure of teaching even went so far as to create a home movie on how to prepare for camp if you've never gone before. Many of these girls found their way into scouting because their older brothers were in it. Maddie Robertson, a staff member at Camp Cedar, said, "I always got to attend campouts in different outings with my brother when he was a scout. But as I got older, I wasn't able to participate as much. I would have loved to have been a scout like him and earn merit badges. Maddie aged out before the 2019 change happened in February. For many of the girls that are nearing the age limit of 18, the BSA allowed for an extended period of time for girls who applied to have this extension. One of the loudest arguments against having a co-ed scouting organization has been from the voice of the Girl Scouts. They are one of the few single-gendered female organizations and are fearful that the Boy Scouts will take girls away from their own program that they have. However, the two programs can coincide. Although there may be some overlap in some activities, each program is unique and different females may be better served by one versus the other. For instance, in the Girl Scouts, where STEM, business, life skills, and a growing outdoors programs are the foundation of their organization, the BSA specializes in outdoor enrichment, leadership, and survival scenarios. If there is a girl who's interested in starting her own business or is interested in the STEM fields, the Girl Scouts would suit her over the Boy Scouts. But if there is a girl who's interested in learning how to tie knots, camping, or how to pitch a tent, the Boy Scouts would fit her over the Girl Scouts. The two programs can't coexist. They both need to learn how to recognize and respect each other's paths. As an Eagle Scout who has seen and done many things, I've come to appreciate this rich history and legacy that has surrounded the program. I've been a scout through many of the changes that have been issued nationally as well. It truly has been a learning experience in both good ways and bad ways. On my board of review to receive my Eagle Scout Award, I was asked, what word would you add to the Scout log? I answered that question with the word accepting. A Scout should be accepting no matter gender, sexuality, or race, sexuality, and even gender. So, therefore, I fully recognize why the Boy Scouts of America has decided that female youth can be in their program. First, we trekked over the rich history that surrounded the Boy Scouts of America. Next, we scouted out all the controversial issues that surrounds the program. And finally, we took in the view and reached our summit on why the Boy Scouts accepting female youth is a great move forward. So, be prepared, because when a girl says she's a scout, you can no longer assume she's going to sell cookies to you.